Hi dear traders, this week promises to be quite volatile as markets will look ahead for Fed Chair Jerome Powell's speech in Jackson Hole. On Friday evening, the US stock market had already faced more sales as investors anticipated a more aggressive stance from the US Federal Reserve. Meanwhile, the US dollar has hit a 20-year high. Thus, the US dollar index, which demonstrates its value against the basket of 6 major currencies, returned to the area above the 108 level, posting a weekly gain of 2.31%. The latest comments made by the FOMC members confirmed their intention to continue the fight against inflation by raising the rates trade by 75 basis points. The recent macroeconomic data also indicates the weakness of the US economy, which is another reason why the central bank is preparing to tighten its monetary policy. Meanwhile, the euro approaches the parity level against the US dollar. The economic outlook for the Eurozone is even gloomier than for the US, especially given the energy crisis due to a cut in Russian gas and oil supplies. Analysts fear that Germany, the leading economy of Europe, will not have time to stock up on crude reserves for the winter. As a result, Germany's business activity dropped to its lowest level since the crisis of October 2008. The British pound also depreciated against the dollar to the key level of 1.1800. The quote has retested a low of March 2020, when the coronavirus pandemic was in full swing. Investors keep in mind record high inflation in the UK, which forces the Bank of England to raise interest rates. Besides, markets evaluate the signs of weakening labour market and a slowdown in consumer activity. In the crypto market, Bitcoin failed to develop a bullish trend last week. The number one cryptocurrency is testing the support level found at $21,000 per token. Once again, markets could see a direct correlation between the Nasdaq and the digital asset. The Nasdaq index tracking high-tech US companies is currently facing a massive outflow of funds ahead of the aggressive monetary policy by the US regulator. Oil also went lower last week. At the close of the session on Friday, Brent crude was trading at $95.65 per barrel. Yet investors made an attempt to win back some losses. Fears of a deep recession continue to weigh on oil quotes. At the same time, US crude reserves are declining, while Europe is turning away from Russian energy resources, having no alternative so far. These factors should push the price of oil higher. In the course of last week, gold lost 3% of its value and it faced pressure from a stronger US dollar, in which the precious metal is denominated. Even the status of a safe haven asset in these turbulent times couldn't change the situation for the better. Gold was last seen trading at $1,745 per troy ounce. Apparently, traders are betting on the US dollar as they see it as a more attractive investment option ahead of the rate hike by the Fed. Last trading week was quite controversial, and now a new week began and we keep following the events. Don't miss our weekly review, which is due tomorrow, and of course follow our daily news reports on the InstaForex TV channel. See you soon!